appreciate, but I'm also here on one of our estates here, Sapphire Estate Ikorodu, and I'll be giving a good discount also today for those of you who want to buy Sapphire Estate. But I'll also teach you, even if you are not investing in Sapphire Estate, basically what are the things that you look out for when you choose to invest in a land and you want that land to appreciate in value. What are the things that will tell you that this land will appreciate in value? That's what we're looking at today. How do I know that this land that I'm buying, the value will appreciate? So the first thing is population growth. There has to be massive growth in population in that particular location. So Ikorodu, like I said, is, in fact, I tell people that Ikorodu is the next Ibejuleki. Okay? And people always ask me why. Come to Ikorodu in the morning. You will see massive number of people leaving Ikorodu to VI, to other parts of Lagos. Okay? And why do they live in Ikorodu? Even me, I don't know. But people love to live in Ikorodu. There's massive population explosion in Ikorodu. Why? Honestly, I don't know. But remember, your goal is not to know why. Your goal is to take advantage of the growth and invest in such location for your own returns on investment. So when we say land banking, what is land banking? Land banking is the process of buying land for the purpose of earning returns appreciation, right? Returns on investment. That's the purpose. So you're buying land so that you buy it at a cheap price, and then years later, the value of that land has grown so massively, and you're able to have massive return on investment. That is the purpose of land banking. So you're not buying it because you want to live there, So Ikorodu, for example, is the fastest growing sub of Lagos. And so that tells you that anything you do in Ikorodu will definitely appreciate, multiply, increase over time. And it definitely tells you that that is the kind of location you want to invest in. It tells you that's the kind of location you want to buy in. And it's a good move. It's a nice move. But generally, aside Ikorodu that I'm in, Sapphire Estate Ikorodu, where I am now, one of our estates, anywhere in the world, once you see population growth, go and buy land there. Go and buy properties there. I know many people who were smart who invested in Dallas, Texas. For those of you in the US, they invested in buying land in Dallas, Texas. One of those people was a pastor that I met who was involved in helping Redeem Camp to buy the Redeem Camp in Dallas, in the US, in North America. He was the one that helped them to get it. And these were some of the factors he looked at then, right? He looked at the fact that population was growing in Dallas. And remember, one of the funny things he told me, that those properties that he bought then, they bought, hundreds of hectares of land for Redeem. Redeem has even started estate there in Dallas, right? They've started estate there. But if you look at the value of how much he bought the property then and what property goes for now in that area, is ridiculously high, like exceptionally high. But he saw into tomorrow. He bought way ahead. But what was he looking for? Population growth. If this is making sense, type it makes sense. It makes sense. Come on, everybody, talk to me. If this training is making sense to you, can you type it makes sense? It makes sense. Remember to share this video. Invite your loved ones. Invite everyone. 5 ways to know a property that will appreciate in value. 5 ways to know. Number 1 is population growth. Anywhere population is growing, go buy land there. Okay? Even I tell people always ask me, why are you investing so much in Lagos? The same reason. It's the same reason. I'm investing heavily in Lagos because of population growth. Do you know that over 30 to 50,000 people move to Lagos every day? Do you know that? If you know, type 1. If you don't know, type 2. Let me repeat it again. How many of you know that between 30,000 to 50,000 people relocate to Lagos State every day? If you know, type 1. If you don't know, type 2. That's why I'm investing. That's why most of our estates are in Lagos, right? Land banking is never about sentiments. It's not about emotions. I have more property investment in Lagos than in my own state where I am from. It's not about sentiment. People will say, why didn't you buy in your state? Well, my state does not appreciate like Lagos. Okay, and I've started, in fact, I only recently started investing in my state because recent statistics has now started showing that companies are now gradually moving. I'm from Ogun State. That companies have started moving to Ogun State because of the ease to do business index. Okay, so now we're going to open an estate in Abeokuta very soon. Just because of that. So never do land banking because of sentiment. Oh, I want to buy land in my state. I want to buy land where I come from. I want to buy. Listen, many people have made that mistake. They put all their money, buy properties in their state, and the thing has not appreciated in 10, 20 years. You do not buy property for sentiment. You don't do business based on sentiment. You do business because the numbers are right, the data are right, the statistics has guarantee that you have return on investment. Okay, so Lagos appreciate every day. Thank you very much, my brother, for saying that. And that's true. That's from Prince, His Royal Majesty Prince Adeni. Lagos appreciate every day. Every day you have people moving to Lagos. People moving to Lagos. People moving to Lagos like no man's business. So we're here at one of our estates here in Ikorodu. It's called Sapphire Estate Ikorodu. Like I told you earlier, we started the fence work recently, and hopefully in the next few months, by December when we come back here, we should be here December ending for some activations. I'm very sure this fence will have gone way fast. Will have gone real fast, and will have gone real fast. So for how many of you are interested in investing in Sapphire Estate? If you're interested, type I'm interested. I want to give you some deals today. For those of you who are interested, the top 10 people, this land goes for 4 million naira per plot at the moment. But the first 10 people to reach out to me on my US WhatsApp line, I'm going to be giving you an opportunity to get 1 million naira discount on this estate. Okay, if I is interested, who else is interested? So the number to reach me is +1 64 64 27 3317. WhatsApp chat only, not a call, just WhatsApp chat. +1 64 64 27 3317. Can I shock you guys? How many of you know that some of the biggest investor in landed property in Lagos are Chinese people? If you know, type 1. If you don't know, type 2. Let me say it again. How many of you know that some of the biggest investors, okay, in Lagos, people buying land in Lagos now, it's my field, it's my industry, so I know. So I can tell you, these are facts, not sentiment. How many of you know that some of the biggest investors in property business in Lagos right now are Chinese people? In fact, there was one that I wanted to buy from one of the Chinese guys. I was shocked how he got that kind of property in Lagos. And this is what happens in many countries, where at the end of the day, the citizens of those countries will eventually claim that foreigners have taken their property. Foreigners have taken, but when you were supposed to invest, you kept giving excuses. You kept giving reasons why you can't invest, why you don't trust people, why things are bad, there's no electricity in Nigeria. You give all these excuses. Why will a Chinese man come and invest in Nigeria? I don't even know myself. With poor road, poor electricity, poor everything we all complain about, Chinese people are buying properties like crazy. Like crazy. Let me say crazy, like crazy. They are buying every day. You know why? They understand population is growing heavily. They know Africa is the next market, and before Africa gets there, let them take over. That's the strategy. That's how you control. One of the biggest challenge for America right now is that China has infiltrated Africa. Right, this is part of why they are blocking Okonjo-Iweala. Right, they are blocking her because they believe that China has infiltrated Africa, And if she becomes if she becomes the the head of WTO, she's going to put policies that will favor China more than policies that will favor US. All these things is about personal interest. And unfortunately, sometimes many of us do not even see our own personal interests as Africans. We do not even have foresight. Thank you, Jerry. Anthony McKinsey said it's called foresight. China is just investing crazily in Africa because they have foresight. They knew they were like us many years ago. They knew they too had challenges, but they knew they overcame, and they know that definitely Africa will overcome. But what do they want? They want to take over before we get there. So I want to encourage you, if you're an African, if you're Nigerian, you better invest in your own country. Stop giving this. I know we have so many challenges, but it's not an excuse not to invest in your fatherland. So I'm giving 10 people that opportunity. Again, the number is +1 6464 273317. WhatsApp chat only. How many of you are ready for number 2? So I'm teaching you, for those of you just joining us, on 5 things, okay, that you use to know a land that will appreciate in value. The first is fast population growth. When you see fast population growth, now you have a good property to invest. Number 2 is establishment of companies. Okay, when you see a place where companies are beginning to expand, Crown, please just chat me up on WhatsApp. I'll give you all the details. For all of you who are interested in our Sapphire Estate here in Ikorodu, where I am right now, just chat me up on WhatsApp. I'll give you all the other details. Let me continue with the lecture. So how many of you are ready for number 2? So I'm teaching 5 things that shows you a property that will appreciate in value. Number 1, if the location has fast population growth, is number 1. Once you see a fast population growth in a location, that's a good place to go and buy land. Number 2 is fast industrial development, companies. Right? People live here, very calm, neighborhood. It's called Butterfly Estate, so it's an estate inside an estate. So very calm neighborhood, very peaceful. Most people leave early, go to work, come back in the evening. For those of you who can do ferry, and that is number 3 way to know a property that will appreciate in value: water. Once there is river, once there is lagoon, there is ocean, it will appreciate in value. And I'll tell you the reason why. One of the reasons why places like that appreciate in value is because of mobility, options. So in such location, what happens is that people are able to move by water. For example, from Ikorodu is about 5-10 minutes and 15 minutes to Victoria Island via water. It's 15 minutes to Victoria Island via water, right? So locations where there is water, locations where there's river, there's lagoon. I mean, Ikorodu is almost everywhere. In Ikorodu is lagoon and rivers and things like that. So what's unique about environments like this is once there is water, there is accessibility, there is alternative access route, okay, and that just opened that locations up. So I'll give you names of cities of the world that have grown as a result of water. I'm not if you know Manhattan. If you know Manhattan, type Manhattan. Manhattan is one of those locations. Manhattan is big today because it's surrounded by water. Manhattan in the US. So you see property in Manhattan is off the roof. Meanwhile, you go to Queens and Bronx, right, and you see property a lot cheaper. It's crazy. I mean, and they don't even have land in Manhattan anymore. They have floors. It's in Manhattan that you see a studio, like almost a studio apartment, going for millions of dollars. It's crazy. You can't even explain the prices of property. Another location that has water is London. Another location that has river, Paris, is literally divided by water. Okay, if you go to Eiffel Tower, like I have, you see the water divided. And I took a cruise. I love traveling a lot. You can't, invest into real estate and not invest in, seeing. Okay, invest in seeing and being able to invest in going to other countries, see how other countries develop, see what are the factors that makes those other countries develop. Okay, so when you look at Paris too, is water. When you look at Dubai is sand and water. Dubai is sand and water. So I can go on and give you several cities of the world. Okay, this is the new transformer in this neighborhood. I don't know that you guys can see the transformer. I'm told you guys are struggling to see. Okay, I'll show you now. So this is the new transformer that is just installed for this neighborhood. Can you guys see? If you can see it up, I can see it. So this is the new transformer. Okay, you can see the transformer. I hope you can. So for this entire neighborhood, so there's light, there's transformer, everything is fantastic here. So anywhere that there's water, like I said, Ikorodu ticks all this box. But this training I'm teaching you works for any other land. Just follow that pattern. Okay, Manhattan, Paris, London, Dubai. Dubai is sand and water. What have you noticed that they do now in Dubai? They are leaving the desert part of Dubai. All of you who like dry land. Dubai is leaving their dry land, and they are creating artificial island inside the water. They just keep going to the water and keep creating. One of the other things why people like water area is that the temperature is cooler. You need to be here in Ikorodu and you see how cool, at least Sapphire State, I can speak for now. I don't know other places. Very cool environment. Everywhere is calm, cool. You have that coolness about it. And that has gone a whole long way in helping people to be able to invest in this kind of location. Okay, so very cozy environment. But anywhere that there is river, there's lagoon, there's Atlantic Ocean, property always appreciates in those locations faster than places that do not have it. Okay, that is a major thing that you need to know. So you need to know this as an investor. Number 4, accessibility, road accessibility. But when you check the map of the world and you check the longitude and latitude of Nigeria, you realize that Nigeria is uniquely positioned in Africa, where it is faster to move from Nigeria to London than from Dubai to London. It is faster to move from Nigeria to US than Dubai to US, than Rwanda to US, than Rwanda to London. But yet, because we have leaders that are incompetent and not maximizing the potential of Nigeria, and this is why there's nothing anybody can say to discourage me from investing in Nigeria, because we are uniquely positioned. We are uniquely positioned. Whether it's by air, whether it's by water, Nigeria is uniquely positioned. The accessibility to Nigeria is crazy. Like, you access Nigeria from everywhere. Almost every part of Nigeria is border to another country. To Niger, to Cameroon, to Togo, to Seme, to Niger. It's just we just to even Ghana, right? We just uniquely, positioned in the map. Uniquely positioned in the map. So when you look at, if we had people who know what they are doing, Nigeria should have been the aviation hub of Africa. Nigeria should have been the aviation hub, should have been the water, should I say, the cruise line hub of Africa, and not just Africa, of certain other parts, of certain other parts. It should have been, because we are uniquely positioned. But again, back to my training before I lose focus, because Nigeria Matter always, has a way of pinching me, right? But any land that has accessibility, right, more access route to that location is a good location to invest in. Okay, once there are multiple access routes. So one of the unique thing of all the Ikorodu is the one with the largest access routes. So I will explain to you. Badagry is one division of Lagos. Apapa is one division of Lagos. You also have what's it called? Alimosho is another division, about 5 division or something. Epe is another division. Now to access Epe is 2 ways, 2 major ways. Is either you are coming from Third Mainland Bridge, major route, or you are following Yaba, but it's the same Lekki Epe road. You are either passing, or you are coming from Ijebu-Ode Epe axis. Those are the 2 access routes. If you're going to Badagry, it's either you are coming through mile 12, or you are coming through, maybe a better side, right? There's a way you can access that. Okay, which is the same route that leads to Agbara something. But those are the major routes. But Ikorodu has about 4. You can access Ikorodu from Ijebu-Ode, you can access Ikorodu from Epe direct, you can access Ikorodu from mile 2. Okay, is it mile 2 or mile 12 now? You can also access Ikorodu from Ishawo, that's from Bega. So there are so much, about 4 different routes, right? Where Safari Estate is Ishawo. So you from Bega, if you follow the Ishawo road, which is being dualized right now, it's about 30 minutes to Safari Estate. You can also follow the mile 12 now? Well, mile 12 market. I often follow mile 12 market. From mile 12 market also, if there is no traffic, to the airport from Safari Estate is 35-40 minutes if there is no traffic. Okay, so but accessibility is one of the ways you get to know a land that will appreciate in value. Is how you know that, okay, this land, if I buy it, the value will ultimately appreciate and is a good location to buy. The last point, number 5, is affordability. Okay, Ikorodu, quote me anywhere, is still the most affordable part of Lagos, and a lot of times I always wonder why. Okay, because honestly, Ikorodu is, the population already is crazy, and I tell people, I say, look, the land is almost finished. The value is even too ridiculous. For you to find a location like this Safari Estate in Ikorodu, you will need to pay, for you to buy such land, you have to pay at least, because it's places like Abramade Soya that already have houses like this, and for you to buy anywhere in Abramade Soya, even the non-well developed areas, you will still be spending an average of 25 to 30 million. Okay, let me say that again. The part of the eye is already this developed, these are already there, is maybe Abramade Soya downwards. Okay, downwards. Now those areas, you can do your research yourself. You are looking, even to buy land, you are still looking at 20 million. Okay, to buy land, 20-25 million. Some will even sell it for 30 million, depending on the document. If it doesn't even have document, you will still pay 15 million. But here in Ikorodu, Sapphire Estate is going for 4 million. And for those of the first 10 people to chat me up today, you'll be able to get it for 3 million. I'm giving 1 million discount. Okay, so but you can only find that in Ikorodu. Every other part of Lagos is already way expensive. You know, way, and it has nothing to do with title. C of O or no C of O is expensive. You know, you still have to pay a lot more. So it has, even the one that doesn't even have survey, you still have to pay a lot more. You are buying from Omonile, it doesn't matter, you still have to pay a lot more. Ibejuleki axis now, even if one human soul is living around that area, okay, Ibejuleki now is hard for you to find anything less than 6 million, title or no title, it's hard. So everywhere is already way expensive, way expensive. So guys, wake up, take advantage of this. But again, one of the things you want to use to know whether you are taking the right decision when it comes to land banking is when these factors are there and the place is still affordable. You want to quickly buy it, because I can assure you it's not going to remain affordable for long. Okay, it's not going to remain affordable for long. The population in Ikorodu is crazy, and I can tell you that once the 4th mainland bridge is constructed, which will also pass Ikorodu, honestly, Ikorodu will become the new Ibejuleki, and I'll tell you the reason why. The discouraging factor why land is still cheap in Ikorodu is because of the road distance to VI, because a lot of people who live in Ikorodu actually work in VI. Now what the 4th mainland bridge will do is that once they construct the 4th mainland bridge, traffic or no traffic, in 30 minutes you are in Victoria Island. Now that will become the game changer. Once the 4th mainland bridge is done, everybody on the island is rushing down to Ikorodu. Everybody is rushing down to Ikorodu, because honestly Ikorodu has more inroads, has more accessibility, okay, and it will discongest all the other access routes. So with the 4th mainland bridge, and it's of course it's as big as 3rd mainland bridge, you have Ikorodu value of property just go whoa. So 4th mainland bridge will be the catalyst, just the same way Dangote refinery was the catalyst. Before Dangote refinery moved to Ibejuleki, people knew there was free trade zone, people knew that there were a lot of things happening, but most people just didn't buy, you know, for whatever reason known to them. They just were not buying properties there. But as soon as the Dangote refinery started work, it was like magic. Let them gauge everything. As soon as Dangote refinery started work, it was like magic, right? As soon as it started work, it was like magic. People just started buying properties in Ibejuleki. The value of property, land that you could have gotten for as cheap as land that you could get as cheap as, honestly, it was ridiculous, because land that you could get as cheap as 250,000 in Ibejuleki started going for 6 million, 10 million, 15 million in Ibejuleki. It just, people couldn't understand it again. And remember, you don't wait to buy land, you buy land and wait. Basically, the strategy is that you do not wait till all the things that always causes property to appreciate to get there before you quickly move. You quickly move and buy when it's still cheap, when everybody is not yet looking at that direction, when people are not yet buying that location. That's when ASAP, like quickly. Okay, I want to say a big thank you to every one of you who have watched this video. All of you have shared. Powerful. I'll do a recap. I've shared today 5 ways to know landed properties that we appreciate when it comes to land banking. Number 1, fast population growth. Go buy it if there is population growth. Like I said, Ikorodu is the fastest growing suburb of Lagos. Is the fastest growing suburb of Lagos. Go do your research. Number 2, establishment of companies in that area. Okay, Ikorodu, companies are springing up every day in Ikorodu. Anybody that wants to open factories now, it's Ikorodu they move to. Number 4, areas where there's river or lagoon or ocean, Atlantic Ocean or something. Okay, that is a place to buy. Number 4, road accessibility. Once there are multiple access routes to a location, that's a good place to buy. And number 5, when it is still affordable. Okay, so if this thing has all these 4 things and it is still affordable, you want to quickly rush and get it, because if you don't, ultimately the value will have appreciated higher and you will struggle to buy it. So for those of you join us late, you can go watch the video I showed you. Sapphire Estate, one of our estates in Ikorodu, is in Owutu Ishawo, inside Butterfly Estate, Ishawo Road, Owutu Ishawo in Ikorodu. You can reach out to me on +1 6464273317, my US WhatsApp line. +1 6464273317. My US WhatsApp line is where you can reach out to me on. +1 6464273317. Okay, you can reach out to me on that line, and I wish you all the best, and of course you will continue to enjoy the best of God. I love you all. Say a big thank you to you all for investing, for doing business with GTEX Homes, and for learning. I love you. Thank you for always sending me thank you messages. I get all your messages. People telling me testimonies of how their life has changed, how they are now investors, how they bought property from our company, how the value had appreciated. Some didn't even buy from our company. Some started their own real estate companies, are doing well. Some are joining my mentorship program to mentor them in real estate. I thank all of you, at least for telling me, for making me know I'm adding value, because you telling me gives me motivation to keep coming here every day and sharing one thing or the other with you. And like I said, these 5 principle works whether in Ikorodu or anywhere else. These are global, powerful principle that you can, replicate anywhere in the world, and you still get the same value. I love you. I appreciate you all. I thank you for, learning, being humble enough to learn from 1 or 2 things that I often share. And the Lord will bless, honor, reward you all. I love you. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye-bye. Don't forget, yes, top 10 persons, the first 10 people who reach out to me today, you get 1 million naira discount on our Sapphire Estate in Ikorodu. 1 million naira discount, the first 10 to reach me. Okay, we're currently selling for 4 million. You'll be able to buy for 3 million naira. Love you. Bye bye.